Now, Catholics in Milwaukee are also remembering Pope Francis. We just heard from Milwaukee Archbishop Jeffrey Grob.
The man died as he lived. He was a pastor. He was a shepherd. He was always going out. And how often we've heard the word accompaniment that was going to be so linked to his pontificate. Always going out to people. And even in his sickness, even giving Easter eggs, I believe, to Vice President Vance's children. That's the man who he was and who he consistently was. And so, a 12-year pontificate draws to a close. A man of faith lived, and how wonderful that this gracious shepherd returned to the Lord on the Easter Monday, the day after Easter. So consistent to the end. And so as a church we mourn. He touched many lives in many ways over the past 12 years.
Milwaukee faith leaders and those in the community are sharing their reaction now that Pope Francis has died. 12 News' Duke Carter spoke with Father Tim Kitsky at the Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist.
The Very Reverend Father Tim Kitsky, who serves here at the Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist, obviously saddened to learn that the Holy Father has passed away. He now shares a message to people who may be trying to move forward during these trying times.
Pray in gratitude for the faithful service of a wonderful shepherd, but also pray that the Holy Spirit sends us shepherds that will help all of us to do our job in bringing Jesus to the world.
And Father Tim learned the pontiff died early Monday morning, and he says he respected the pontiff ideals, ensuring that everyone had a seat at the table and was respected. You mentioned, of course, with the disenfranchised and the marginalized people who've strayed away from the church, gay Catholics, divorced Catholics, the whole gamut.
Yeah, what I would have to say is that, James Joyce, the wonderful Irish poet and author, had a wonderful answer to the question of what is Catholicism, and he said, here comes everyone. And basically, you open the doors, and again, my rule is we open the doors, we accept everyone, we challenge everyone, because we're all moved to holiness, as we are.
People who attended Old St. Mary Mass this morning shared their reaction of the pontiff dying.
Thought he was a marvelous holy man and a wonderful pope, and obviously he couldn't go on forever, and now he's going home on Easter, which I think is wonderful too. But and I pray for our church and whoever our next leader will be.
Father Tim says at noon the bells will ring here 88 times, signifying Pope Francis's age when he died. Reporting in Milwaukee, Duke Carter, WISN 12 News.
So here's what happens next. Pope Francis will lie in state for 3 days inside St. Peter's Basilica. For 9 days, the church enters a period of mourning, each day marked by a solemn mass. According to tradition, the Pope must be buried between 4 and 6 days after his death. 15 to 20 days later, all cardinals under the age of 80, known as the College of Cardinals, will gather in the Sistine Chapel. That's where the conclave begins, a secretive ancient ritual to select the next pope. Voting will take place up to 4 times a day. Ballots are burned after each round, and a 2/3 majority is needed.